we know that there's this ongoing battle, you and Zach Purton, of course. It's going right down to the wire. I mean, we're all hoping it probably goes down to race 11, but I'm sure you're not. In regards to the season itself, it's been a long road, hasn't it? And it's been a really tough battle. How are you feeling now as we come to the end of it, Joe?
Extremely tired, destroyed, broken pieces, to be honest. But it's been great. I mean, Zach has pushed me to my limit. I always say it's like, this rivalry that is being created is just when we get out there, we try to beat each other at the course. We don't bring it outside, we get along well. I kind of admire Zach very much. He's a great rider, very intelligent. He does his job very well. And what he's done this season is inspirable. He proves to be a warrior, and myself being able also to put him in that situation where he has to really give his very best, I gotta be proud of myself. Honestly, I think Zach has a better and a stronger book of riding than me on the last day. I mean, on Saturday. But as you said yourself, it's probably just gonna go all the way to the wire.
Do you feel that you both bring out the best in each other?
Yes, and I think we help each other to bring the best of each other. I mean, if Zach wasn't there, my numbers wouldn't be the same. I think it would be much less.
We saw an inspired Joe Moreira on Wednesday night. Obviously, you managed to level it as far as winners are concerned. How happy are you with the situation going into this final meeting of the season, Joe? Do you feel that you're there in a place that you can sort of go out there Saturday and really make the most of it, enjoy it, and hopefully win another title?
Well, what's in my mind is like I have to treat it as a normal race meeting, so I just perform at my best. But I've been doing a little bit of a different preparation. I've been, as I described, physically I'm very tired, very stressed. As you know, that's not a secret to anybody. So I've been trying to get my body a little bit better and been working with the doctors, and hopefully that can really get me to feel 100% when it comes to the races. And I will just take it race by race. If it means to be mine, it's gonna be. If it means to be Zach, it's gonna be. Whoever lands this trophy lands in whoever's hands is gonna be deserved. If Zach wins it, he deserves it. If I win it, I believe I deserve it as well. So I'll just take it race by race.
Joe, spoken like a true champion always. Best of luck Saturday. Frankie, Hyperion Tree was seen to very good effect last time out. You're happy to back him up again, and he'll run on Saturday. How is he?
He's still good form. I think Jockey is still no problem. You can see he raced once in 2000, finished second, so doesn't matter, Jockey, yeah.
And what type of horse is he, Frankie? I mean, obviously he is more of a staying type. You are bringing him back in trip. Is he now just beginning to really find top gear, this horse?
Yeah, you can see when he come to my stable, I raced him once in Happy Valley. I looked like a bit short the distance, so that's why I put 2000 and 2002, now back to 1800. I think the distance maybe from 1800 to 2002 still okay, the horse.
I know you've got to let obviously Alexei do the steering. He's the man employed to take the ride. But from a pace perspective, in your mind, does he lead easily enough in this race? There doesn't seem to be a lot of pace on.
You know, before I think the horse no need to lead, but you can see last time he lead in front because no one want to go. For me, he can sit 4, 5, still okay. Yeah.
And obviously we can't chat without speaking about the championship, Frankie. Obviously we go into the final meeting on Saturday. You've got a healthy lead. What are your feelings at the moment going into Saturday?
I can say I still need to try really hard to win. I'm not sure how many wins I can, but try.
And for you and your team and everybody that's involved, I imagine obviously, once it is, signed, sealed and delivered and you may become champion trainer for the first time, what does that mean for everybody? I mean, because it's a massive team effort, isn't it?
Yes, this is my 5th year to be a trainer, and I'm really happy. I have a really good team, Jockey and Chongfa also. And I need to say thank you for my team. So, and they do the great job for me.
When you were understudy to John Size, was this something that you always dreamt about, being champion? I mean, you would have seen him become champion trainer.
Yeah.
Was this something that you thought, right, Frankie Law, this is what I want to do?
You know, my boss is really top trainers, and I work for him. I'm really lucky can work for him 4 years and learn a lot of things from him. So I hope I can try my best to get a really good result. And now I think if I can get the championship this season, I think my boss also will be really happy.
Well, Frankie, obviously I know it's not fully over the line just yet, but you're a good way there, and obviously it's been great charting your success this season, and we wish you well on Saturday, and hopefully it all turns out to be a great day for you and your team.
Yeah, thank you.
Harry, YING Excellent is one of your rides on the final day of the season. Comes into this in pretty good form on the back of a good effort.
He does. He's a really consistent horse, and he's been running some mighty races this season, but just not been quite able to get his head over the line in front. But I really think he's knocking on the door.
How much of an effect did Harry Bentley have on the blinkers going on for this start?
Yeah, when I came back, I said to Benno that I think it was pretty important to get them on. If you just see in his last run, he was trying to lug behind Silvestre, who was in front, and I think it was just giving him a bit of an excuse to lug in. So I think with the blinkers added, it might just focus him a little bit more and get him to run on that little bit extra.
What about where you placed, Harry? Gate number 3 compared to 10 last time.
Yeah, again, it's a tick in the box. You know, it'll definitely help him gather a better position during the race. And yeah, I'm certainly happy with where I'm drawn.
Talking of form, you'd be well placed to sort of assess the form. Mr. Ascendancy ran 3rd in that race last time. You've ridden him since. He's gone down narrowly. So on old form, on recent form, it all seems to stack up well.
It does. As I said before, he really is knocking on the door. And with that bit of form, with Mr. Ascendancy behind him, who's, as you mentioned, run a mighty race last time, just narrowly beaten, it boosts that and puts him with a great chance of winning.
Frankie, race 10 on Saturday, our penultimate race of the season. You've got a couple of runners in the race, Rewarding Together and also Be Ready. If we can start with Rewarding Together, he's back to Sha-Tin. Is that a positive for him?
Yeah, you can see he raced once in Sha-Tin, finished second, still really good.
Matthew Chadwick's got a very good record on the horse. Just on his run last time, that was at Happy Valley, he was 5th. I mean, he wasn't disgraced in what was a competitive race.
Yeah, last time he got a outside jaw, and then the turn, I think he's 5 or 6 wide, and he still finished good, and so that's why I still have race plan for him. So just race him tomorrow.
Obviously, with him, he's a horse who's climbing up through the grades. Do you think he is this sort of grade going forward into next season?
I think so. He looks. We always said this horse is a little bit big, fat horse, and he looks still can improve. So I hope next season the horse still can improve, and then he can win in Class 2. Yeah.
You've also got Be Ready in the race. He was a winner last time on yielding ground at the Valley, going up in grade though.
Yeah, but this horse usually he's 2 wins in HYPERION, but this time I just bring him back to Sha-Tin. He raced in Sha-Tin before, but I don't. He still can okay in Sha-Tin. Yeah.
A little bit less weight to carry as well. He's got 12 pounds less on his back. That's obviously got to be a key component as well.
Yeah, you know, he's usually carry lightweight to be better.
and just on the draw as well, I mean, he's in 4. I guess that's always a positive and not a negative.
Yeah, positive. It's more easy for him. He can jump and then maybe 3rd, 4th.
Joao Moreira, Jumbo Fortune is your ride in the penultimate race of the season. He was pretty good in defeat last time.
Yeah, he was a bit unlucky, unfortunately. But maybe just to help me out on the last meeting, you know, because I was lacking of decent rides and he popped up as a good option. So I'm pleased to ride him. Hopefully we can get a good result.
He hasn't been with Casper all that long. Obviously his form certainly has lifted on what he'd shown previously. Just on that run last time, I mean, what was the takeaway opinion of that performance?
Initially is that he should have won the race, obviously, because he got a little bit of held up on the straight. If he was able to get the split 3 seconds earlier, he would win the race. So what we're learning from that particular point is that Casper has got him to start performing at his best once again. He's now up in class, but I think the lightweight on his back is going to help him to really bring his A game, and I'm just very hopeful.
He's gone up to a mark of 82. Do you think he's a horse that can compete perhaps next season at this level, to a really good standard?
Well, I don't just believe it for next season, I believe this season. He's running in that class, and I think his winning chance is there. Has to be respected.
Barrier's always crucial here in Hong Kong. He's drawn gate number 1. I guess you can do a bit from there, can't you?
Yeah, the gate it's not the best because you might be not able to get a clear run on the straight, but if he's lucky enough to then bounce out and get into the clear, I believe he's going to be a very hard horse to beat. Respecting some other horses in the race, of course, because no one else is just in the class 2 for luck. They wouldn't put them there, so they must have done well before, so all of the other horses has to be respected. But talking about my horse, I got to mention that I have faith and belief that he's capable too.
Joe, the final race on Saturday will bring the curtain down on the season here in Hong Kong. You're riding a last start winner in the shape of Chevalier Prince. I guess you couldn't really want for a better ride to come into the final race of the season.
Yeah, he did win impressively. He kind of surprised me as things didn't go on his way last time. He had to face the breeze. He was 3 wide without cover, and he still hit the line very strongly, winning from long way. I mean, return for home, I could feel like he was going to win that race from a long way home. So I just hope that he's able to repeat what he's just done, and hopefully that might be the key to make the grand finale special.
How do you overcome the outside barrier? I mean, on the day itself, you've got a sort of a mixed bag as far as barriers are concerned, but this fellow from 14, I guess that's a bit tougher for him.
It is, but the best we can do is do our best. So hopefully somehow we're able to slot in and get some cover and then hit the line strong.
He's a 5-year-old that's had plenty of experience in this sort of company. He has won in this grade, so I guess that's certainly a positive as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and you mentioned about winning on this grade. He won on this grade with me, so it's a horse that I'm quite familiar with. So with a little bit of luck, we might be able to just sneak another winner out of him.
Harry, Secret Vision will be your mount in the final race of the season, and coming into this race, he's clearly certainly one of the strong contenders, given he was a good winner last time.
Yeah, I've ridden on all 4 starts this season, and he's just seemed to got better and better with each run. I was very pleased with the way he did things last time, and I've been riding him in his track work since, and I feel like he's taken a bit of a step forward from that as well.
How has that track work been since? Has he pleased both you and the connections?
Absolutely. He's just been galloping on his own. He's been nice and relaxed, and as I said before, he's taken that step forward. So I'm pleased with where he's at going into this race.
Just as an overall assessment of that win last time, how impressed were you with the manner in which he did it? Because he covered that bit of extra ground, he had to sort of knuckle down, but he seemed to take to the task well. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, I actually got into quite a nice position down the back straight, but just peeled off 3 wide and tracked 1 through, and it seemed to just keep his momentum up round the bend. And to be quite honest, he's not been very fortunate with his draws, and again, being in 10. It's not ideal, but hopefully we can gain a nice position. And yeah, he's just a nice turn of foot, but he seemed to gallop all the way to the line last time. He stays well.
And just out of that race last time, Super Oasis ran 6th. We saw what he could do on Wednesday night. You've got an extra £7 to carry though. Do you think he can carry that forward?
Yeah, I mean, he's quite a well-built horse. I don't think another £7 is really going to affect him too much. Obviously, it's something to consider, but I think with the step forwards he's taking, he should be able to carry that.
You've got a couple of nice rides for the final meeting of the season. Should you not manage to bag a winner, you'll finish the season on 25. Are you pleased with the way things have gone?
Yeah, I'm pretty content with how my season's been. Obviously, there have been a few highs and lows as anybody has during the season. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the number I've reached, and it's just something I'll be looking to build on for next season.